Last year, Brodie Lee's tragic passing shook the entire wrestling world. The passing of professional wrestlers is among the worst tragedies in the world of sports entertainment. However, it's even worse when a wrestler passes away at a very young age. While many wrestlers have left the world too soon, here we will talk about 5 such superstars in no particular order. Yokozuna was one of the most important names in the world of wrestling in the early 90s. Unfortunately, fans could never see the wrestler reach his full potential. As a member of the prestigious Onawa'i family, Yokozuna found a lot of success in the WWE. He took on the persona of a sumo wrestler and won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship twice. During his time in the company, he also won the 1993 Royal Rumble and 2 WWF Tag Team Championships. Some of his greatest feuds were against Bret Hart, Hulk Hogan, The Undertaker, and other notable names. Unfortunately, on October 23rd of 2000, at the young age of 34, the WWE Hall of Famer passed away due to pulmonary edema. Brian Pillman was one of the most beloved members of the pro wrestling community. He was seen as a genius, and his loose cannon character allowed him to play around with the concept of kayfabe long before the likes of CM Punk. He remained a gift on the mic, and every time he got in front of the camera, fans were unsure what was going to happen next. He's mostly remembered for his run in ECW, but his feud with Stone Cold Steve Austin made him a household name in the WWE. Unfortunately, Pillman had demons of his own. A car accident led to a horrible ankle injury, and he was never able to wrestle at a level that he was used to. On October 5, 1997, Pillman was found dead in his hotel room at the young age of 35. He was supposed to wrestle Mick Foley at Bad Blood in Your House, but didn't show up, which led to officials searching for him, following which they were informed of his death by hotel officials. The cause of his death was reportedly due to heart disease. Another member of the Onawa'i wrestling family, Edward Fatu, was one of the most popular wrestlers in the WWE's Ruthless Aggression era. He had other gimmicks and had been part of 3-Minute Warning before Fatu embraced the character of Umaga. As Umaga, he wrestled the top WWE superstars, including Triple H, Bobby Lashley, and John Cena, to name a few. He won the Intercontinental Championship 2 times during his dominant tenure in WWE. However, owing to a second violation of the company wellness policy, WWE released him from his contract in 2009. Umaga would continue to wrestle in the independent circuit, but unfortunately on December 4th, 6 months after his release from WWE, he was found unresponsive by his wife in their home in Houston. He was taken to a hospital where it was found he suffered a heart attack. He suffered a second heart attack while in the hospital and was declared dead at the age of 36. Owen Hart's passing remains one of the most tragic deaths in the history of pro wrestling. Just like his brother Bret Hart, Owen was a gifted athlete, and the fans were waiting for him to win the World Championship in WWE. Even after the infamous Montreal Screwjob, Owen decided to stay in WWE and eventually adopted the superhero gimmick, the Blue Blazer. As part of his gimmick at Over the Edge in 1999, he was being lowered from the ceiling when tragedy struck. His harness was released too soon, and Hart fell to his death from a great height in front of a live audience. He landed chest first onto the ring ropes before falling into the ring. The arena lights were dimmed as a video promo was airing at the time, but fans could tell something had gone wrong. Medical personnel attended to Owen, and then he was taken to the hospital, but unfortunately he had already passed away. He was only 34 years old at the time. Jim Ross informed the fans at home what had happened, but WWE made the controversial decision to continue with the rest of the pay-per-view. Eddie Guerrero was one of the most well-loved wrestlers of all time. He wrestled all over the world, and his love for wrestling translated to his in-ring work. There were very few who could do what Guerrero did in the ring. In 2004, after years of wrestling in WWE, he defied the odds and won his first WWE Championship by defeating Brock Lesnar. Unfortunately, just a year later, he would pass away. On November 13, 2005, Eddie passed away in his hotel room after collapsing while getting ready to go to the gym. His untimely death hit everyone hard, and the autopsy showed that he had died of heart failure. While his ill health attributed to illegal substances and alcohol he had consumed throughout his life, at the time of his passing, Eddie had fought his demons and turned his life around, which inspired a lot of people. Guerrero's passing hit the entire wrestling world badly, as he was thought to be one of the greatest to have entered the ring. At only 38 years of age, he was yet another wrestler who left the world too soon. And that is our list for today. Which of these passings affected you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, SK Wrestling, Twitter at SKWrestling_, as well as our Facebook page, facebook.com/SK Wrestling. That way you know when the latest news and content comes your way. Thanks for tuning in.